couldn't get behind.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spocco Square Invitational. Today we have our two champions coming in, Zachary and Ari. Zachary being the winner and champion of the Woohoo Island Cup, and Ari being the world champion. Do we have any interviews that we'd like to show? Here's the interview from Ari.
Hey, Cole.
Hey, Ari, how's it going?
It's good. I'm glad to be here.
So, I heard you're the world champion for Wii Sports.
Yes, a few months ago now, I was able to compete in the World Championship and come out victorious over top of it all. And I did also compete in the Woohoo Champion and lost to my gracious competitor here, Zach. And I'm looking forward to this one.
So there's a bit of rivalry coming into this.
Oh, I'd say so. I lost respectfully to him, and it was a clean match. I'm excited to look. I'm looking forward to fighting him in another game.
All right. How confident are you in this next game?
I'd say I'm pretty confident. I'm kind of going back to my roots here. The Nintendo Sports was something I did a lot in my rookie days, but haven't really delved into since. So I'm a bit rusty, but maybe that's what I need to get back on my feet after that loss.
All right. So, what would you say your strongest game is at the Spocco Island?
I think, true to my other performances, bowling will definitely be among the big victories for me, and hopefully, I'll be successful there. So I think that is where I'm most confident.
That's great. Anyways, I hope to see you. I hope to see you play well and fair game.
See you out there.
And that was our. And that was our first contestant, Ari. We have our second contestant up now, Zach. Hi, Zach. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Cole. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, there's a bit of a rivalry between you and Ari. Tell me more about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've competed twice now. I had not the greatest performance back in Ari's championship, the World Championship in Wii Sports. I then went off to Woo Island and trained for 2 weeks straight, and then I took that championship. Many of you may know me for my stellar performance in swordplay, and I'm hoping to bring that back for this Nintendo Sports Championship.
That's awesome. So, what's your confidence going into the Spocco Island Games, and what do you think you'll do the best at?
Well, I'll be honest. After my last championship win, I took a little bit of R&R, and I've been on vacation for quite a while, so I might be a little bit out of shape for this one. But like riding a bike, I'm sure that most of this will come naturally to me.
That's great. I hope you play well and play safe. See you on there. All right. As our game is setting up, I will give you some of the stats from our contestants today. Ari being the world champion, beating out everyone in our previous game, coming from... I'm pretty sure Ari said they live in Canada. And Zach, I believe he said he came from Spain. Surprising, but yes. Our first game that we're going to be playing is volleyball. We have our two contestants starting up right now. Ari on the left and Zach on the right. Let's see them play. All right, I'm us loading into the game right now. I hope you guys play safe and have a fair match. Now this game is to score 5 points to win. Serving with Ari, hitting it over to Zach. Zach being able to catch that off. Passing it up over to his teammate, spiking it down. Ari stopping it, going up for another spike. Is Zach able to catch this? Yes, he is. It's going back over to Ari. Ooh, bit of fault. Going up. Spike down from the teammate. Ari's able to catch that, going up. Another spike from Ari, and Zach is unable to get that. 1 point to Ari. So it seems to be a pretty tied up match right here, folks. It's very, both players are playing competitively and with skill. Zach is throwing it back up to his teammate, which passes it over, and he goes to spike, and he gets a point. Zach fighting for this and wanting to win to beat the World Championship in Wii Sports. Right, starting with Zach's serve. Ari pushes it up. The teammate goes for it. Zach stops it and gets a point in. Wow, really competitive here. Passing it over. The AI catches it. Ari pushes it up. The AI goes to Spike. Zach catches it and gets another point in on Ari. I feel like her teammate is just messing her up right now. Both players putting on a really good game so far. Zach ready to catch it. He's up front and again. Oh, he moves around to pass it over to his AI, but Ari gets it once again. Hopefully getting a point here for Ari, and yes. Ari gets a great spike going into the back of the field and landing a point. Right in the corner. All right, it's a 1-to-5 situation right now. It's 2-3 at the moment. Let's see if Ari can get some more points, and yes, she does. It's 3-3 tied at the moment. We need 2 more points to win. Both players did have a bit of time to warm up from what I know. So they have great chances going into this. Final 2 to 4 rounds. Timing was a little late for Zach. Is he able to get that on there and get a point on Ari? 3-4. 1 more point for Zach and he takes it. But I wouldn't count Ari out yet. Zach is serving it up, launching it over to the other side, and Ari's teammate catches it. Ari goes up. Zach stops it before it hits the floor, saving himself. Getting a little too early. Ari catches it. Going up, is Zach able to stop it? Yes, he is. His teammate right in the back catches it over there, spikes it down, and gets it on Ari. All right, match point is 3-5. Zach takes that win in volleyball. Really, really good work from both of our competitors right now. All right, we have an interview coming up with the winner. Zach, how do you feel after winning the first round? He needs a bit more time. He's thinking of what to say. All right, Zach, now that you're here with me, how do you feel about winning that first round?
Good. I put a lot into that one. Yeah, sorry, it took me a second to catch my breath there. But I gotta admit, I didn't think that I had volleyball under the belt when going in there, but I managed to push through. I managed to get a couple of clean blocks, and that put me ahead early, and I managed to carry that through to the end of the game.
I saw those blocks you were doing there. Very impressive, stopping Ari whenever she'd go to spike. So, give me, what was your strategy going into it beforehand? Were you just going to try and block the entire time, or did you want to get some good spikes in?
My sets are definitely not my strong suit. I wasn't able to get that many strong spikes. I got, I think, maybe 2 points throughout that game, but playing defense was definitely the main idea going in.
That's great. That's great. All right, so with this next game, are you feeling as confident as you should?
I felt confident when I got here, and I'll keep that confidence going. It's like not everything's going to be my tip top, but one way or another, we'll try to pull through.
That's great. That's what we love to hear. Anyways, we're going into our next match. Have a good time out there. All right. So the next game that we're going into is... Next game that we're going into is sword fighting. Both of these competitors are really excited to be playing this today, as in the last tournament, Zach absolutely clobbered his teammate going into this. I mean, opponent. Anyways. We have the game setting up right now. Both competitors getting ready. I can see them right now. They look so competitive at the moment. Going up, Zach versus Ari. This is a new rendition of the sword fighting mode from Wii Sports Resort. I've never seen it before, so I'll have to see how this goes. I believe it's around the same. Try to knock your opponent off of the board before you get knocked off while blocking attacks. With special abilities, I'm just hearing right now from the producer. And Zach gets a clean hit on Ari, sending her off in the first round. Aggressive. Holy. Wow.
Round 2.
Okay, round 2. Hopefully getting knocked off fired up Ari a bit, and
Ready.
we'll allow her to get some more points in. Zach kind of just waving the sword around. Oh, Ari getting good clean hits in, stunning Zach and knocking him off. That is exactly what she needed to get back into the game. Now, sword fighting, it's been a fan favorite in the Wii Sports circle for a while. It's been a fan favorite since Resort came out, and they brought it back for the Nintendo Switch. And let's see this possible final round. Going in, Zach hitting Ari a couple of times. Ari playing defensive, and Zach swiping Ari into the water.
Finish.
No, sorry about that. My IFB came unplugged. All right. We're going to get another post-game interview from Zach. He was really putting up a good game there. All right, Zach, are you with me? Sorry, he might be.
I'm with you, Cole.
All right, so give me the game plan on going into sword fighting. What was on your mind?
Well, again, sword play is my specialty. I was planning on going in there and playing a very defensive game and playing reactionary to what my opponent was going for, but they caught me off guard in that second round. They played more aggressive than I was expecting, and I just couldn't recuperate after that first hit.
I did see that. So I heard in this mode there's special abilities. Did you end up using any?
Yes, I did. So again, I was playing a more defensive game mode, and as I rack up more blocks, I can throw out harder swings. And so every time that I managed to get those 2 successive blocks, I swung in a little bit harder on that last one, and that's how I got my 2 points both in the first and third round.
I see. Interesting. So do you think your win in Wii Sports Resort kind of carried over into this game mode, helping you defeat Ari?
I definitely think my performance back on Resort on Woohoo Island was definitely a factor. Again, it's what I'm known for, what I practice the most, and that confidence in previous victories definitely carried me through today.
All right, that's awesome. Anyways, I believe our next game is setting up, so you should get back there on the field, but it was nice talking to you for now, and hopefully we get another interview with you again.
Sounds good, Cole.
All right, the next game that's coming up right now is golf. So, we have both of our competitors going in. Zach was a great competitor at golf when I was fighting him earlier. Well, I lost in the last championship we did. But Ari is a new face going into golf. I don't believe they've played it before. So we're getting our 2 competitors set up here. All right. Ari going up first. With a wind of 17 miles per hour going left, we're going to have to see where she angles this and shoots it to make sure she doesn't land outside of the green. It seems like she's confident in where she's chosen, going in with a harder swing and just doing a couple of shot tests. All right, she seems confident in what she's doing. Going in for the swing. Let's see where it lands. Going pretty far onto the green, it seems, and having it land 117 yards away from the hole. Not bad, not too bad at all. Now let's see if Zach is gonna take that exact route, or maybe try and enhance it in any way. He seems confident. Wow, getting some strong swings in right here. Really wanted to push it far. Let's see. Zach was really good at Frisbee golf last time we were playing this, and he hits it and goes way past Ari's, landing somewhere in the sand, so it's going to get a bit difficult to get that out. But 117 yards, same length, same distance. All right, Ari going up next. Don't know what the strat's going to be here. The wind is pushing against her, so she's going to want to swing a bit harder on this one. Seeming like she's trying to get it going right towards the hole. Getting some practice swings in. Now, she's using a 7-iron, which I'm not sure if that's great for heavy winds going against, but we'll see how this goes. Going with a hard swing right here, and landing in a tree just out in the green. Wow. I was not expecting that. 27 yards to go. Now let's see. Zach is in a tricky sand trap right now, so let's see if he'll be able to get out. He's going to be going for the... Switching around his options, going with a 3-iron. Interesting. Pushing back, so he's going to want to either pass Ari or try and get it in right now, which I believe, with what he's doing, he's just trying to get it out of the sand pit, it seems. Ooh, way off, out of the green. Now that's, wow, out of bounds. Wow, he gets another one for that pity. Now let's see if, is he still going to use the same? No, he's using the wedge. Oh, he's going for the 3-iron once again. This did screw him over in his last hit, so I don't know what his mindset is right now, but let's see if he's able to get it out of the sand and closer to the hole. Hitting it once again, hitting a tree and out of bounds. Again, never mind, he got it in. All right, it's rough. It's on the green. He's going to try and get it closer to Ari. Using a 9-iron this time. I believe he should have been using a 7-iron beforehand, but again, I'm not the one playing. Going to be going for a light swing, it seems, right here. Just trying to get it close enough. Try not to get into a sand trap again. It's going in. Practice swing getting a bit stronger. Remember, the wind is pushing against him. He hits it, and it lands right next to the hole. Ari
Nice approach.
being, I believe, 10 yards behind. Okay, now Ari has 2 options here. Either knock his ball out of the way, or get it in the hole right now. Going with the... Seems like Ari's made her mind up with the 3-iron. Or switching over back to the 7. Gonna be going for a light hit here. Not wanting much. Ooh, but that was just a bit too much force on that one. Bringing her into the rough. Another good practice swing, going with the wedge right now, trying to just get it in that hole. It goes up, and it looks... Ooh, closer than Zach, but still, Zach can take this away from Ari. Let's see what is he going to do. He's locked to the putter. He just has to get it in, and he takes this. Well, let's see. Is all this... He seems a bit nervous out there. He hits it, and it glides to the left, leaving him at a closer distance than Ari, but still at a disadvantage. Ari can get it in right now. Going forward again, those practice swings in. Not too hard now. And she gets it in, giving her a bogey. Let's see, is Zach going to be able to hit this one right in, or is it going to glide somewhere else again? A triple bogey. Ari having less points means she's winning at the moment. 2 points up for Zach. Not looking good here. Going on to our second hole. Seems to have a bit more of a curve to it, so our contestants here might want to try and get great hard hits in at the start, and then try and soften them up while they're closer to the hole. Let's see. Ari's up first. Let's see what her strategy is going to be. The wind is working with them right now, so they won't want to hit as hard, just to make sure they don't go right over into the green. But it does seem like Ari has a good idea on where she wants to swing. Gonna be trying to get it around the middle of the field.
Nice shot.
Great hit from Ari, going right into the tree line, hopefully bouncing and going onto the green. No, just shy. Getting rough, 179 yards to go. Zach, going up. Pretty good shot. He's getting a bit overambitious, trying to get it way further than Ari's at the moment.
Just the right amount of ambition.
But let's see. Pressure is building. He's getting some good practice swings. Let's see if this will help him. Great hit from Zach. Definitely going into the green, not in the rough, unless this tree right here blocks him. He hit the tree, but he does have less yards than Ari. This doesn't change anything at the moment, seeing as it's only 10. Ari still has a chance to get it in right now. So the wind is blowing 2 miles per hour to the right or left. And let's see. Going with the spoon. Trying to get a decent shot. I'm betting Ari's going to try and just get it on the green for now. Not going to do anything crazy, but... just one good swing should... There we go. The left curve going in, getting it closer to the hole. Landing her 35 yards away. Now let's see. Zach seems to be a bit overambitious in most of his shots, but it seems to be working out for him.
Get flamed.
Ooh, using the spoon as well. Looks like he's trying to get it right into the hole from this spot. With the wind, that might screw him over, but we'll have to see. Great practice swings going in, trying to get full power on that. But let's see. Will it serve him any good? Where's he gonna... I'm hearing from our producers that he needs to take the swing. They're getting a bit too antsy in there.
This is golf, man. It's slow.
Hitting it right into the sand trap again. What is with Zach and sand traps at the moment?
Hard to say. Hard to say.
He seems to be loving them.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Ari coming in. Gonna be trying to put it in this next one. Getting tutorials for some reason. Not too sure why. Going with a wedge right here. A bit too much power, I believe, to get it into the hole, but we'll see how this goes. And it seems like whoa, bouncing right over the hole, getting her 3 feet away from it. Now let's see, Zach, is he able to get out of this sand trap, or is he just gonna enjoy himself in there?
Like the beach.
Adjusting for the wind, going with the wedge. He hits it, and Just goes right over like Ari's did, 10 feet away from the hole. Now, Zach does have another chance right here to put it in. Chance for a birdie. Now, I don't know what he's adjusting for. The hole was right in front of him. But again, I'm not playing this. Let's see. One good hit should have... And it bounces off of the hole, going past Ari's, getting him further away from it. Zach has one more chance here to put it in before it goes to Ari's turn.
Hey, you could get par. That's huge.
It's going in. He hits it, and he gets a par. 0 points. This does benefit him in case Ari does miss a couple of times. But Ari has a chance for a birdie right here. If she just taps it, it should go in. Give it a slight tap, and it goes in. They get a birdie. -1 point to their score. And that brings Ari 0-3 against Zach. Now, Zach is still able to come up from this. There is still a chance that he's able to lose points and possibly have Ari gain points. This next hole going in has a big sand pit at the back. Let's see if Zach goes towards the sand pit or... I'll let the swings do the talking for now. With winds going up to 13 miles per hour, you're gonna have to calculate it a bit better. Ari seeming pretty confident with the 5-iron right now. Going in for the swing. It hits, it takes off. It's a bit of a wobble, going way off to the right. Going into the green, getting in a rough. 40 yards to go. Let's see if Zach can get it closer or even a hole-in-one.
Yeah, okay, that sounds right.
Now he's adjusting for the winds a bit properly, a bit better. Going with the 5-iron like Ari did, I believe. Now all he needs right here is to not go into the sand pit. And he'll be golden. Getting some good practice swings in, shoot any day. There we go, hitting it, going off to a bit to the left, getting closer to the hole than Ari did. Hopefully not trapping him in the sand pit again.
Nice on.
35 feet left to go. Ari getting another chance to try and get a birdie, possibly? Calculating for the wind, she should be hitting a bit harder and to the right. Going with the wedge for a practice swing. I think that, wow. I believe her entire strategy right now is to get the highest power she can on the swing to get it right into the hole. Going in, hitting, and it wobbles a bit. Not mattering, though. Bringing her even closer to the hole. It's going backwards with the wind. 16 feet left to go.
Your ball's possessed.
All right.
Ball's possessed.
Zach just needs to give it one good swing, and it'll go in there.
Ball's possessed.
Seeming confident with his swing, he's going to go for it. Whoa, wow. Barely any movement. The power in this guy's arms, holy. All right. One good hit should send it right into the hole. Ooh! 7 feet to go. Ari can still get this in right now, but if they miss, Zach has a chance to recuperate some of the points. Ari just needs to tap it, and it seems it'll go into the hole, and it goes in, getting her a par.
They call me the putt master.
Now, I don't know what that comment was, nor do I want to know what it means. But giving it one good tap for here from Zach should just... Folks, I'm starting to lose hope in our Woohoo Island champion right now. Just one good tap, that's all you need. There we go. He gets it in, getting a bogey. The score now being 0-4. Ari taking the game.
Sorry, Mike.
I'm disappointed in our Woohoo champion here today. Last time when I faced him in Frisbee Golf, he did pretty well. He actually put up a fair match and beat me. Really surprisingly, I know. But today he disappointed me. Anyways, we're throwing off to break. We'll see you after. And we are back from break, back to the Spocco Square Invitational. Today, and right now, we have Ari for their post-game interview. Hi, Ari.
Hi, Cole.
So, you won the golf. How do you feel?
I feel great. I got a little disheartened with those first two games, but, I just needed something that goes real slow and easy. Those first games very upbeat, fast pace. That's where Zach seems to do the best. But when it gets down to it, a slow, skilled-based game is really where I could shine, and I hope to bring that into the next few games as well.
That's great. That's awesome. So, how confident are you going into this next game?
Well, after coming off that last win, I feel like I'm a bit more back in my boots now, shaking a bit less. That nervousness never quite goes away for me, even as a professional athlete as myself. But I think I'm feeling pretty good.
So as the world champion, the first two rounds being taken by the Woohoo champion, how do you feel? Did that shatter your ego, or is it...
Well, something about being a world champion means you can't let something like that destroy your ego and what you've got going for you. So, shake it off, move forward, and that's how I got where I am today.
Right. Awesome. So, going into our next match, I hope to see you on the field and play a fair game.
Thanks so much.
All right, the next game we're going on to is tennis. Both competitors playing tennis today, I believe, went up against each other in one of our previous tournaments. So it seems like Ari and Zach have a bit of a rivalry going into tennis as well. This tennis match will be a single match, one-on-one, so no teammates going into it. I believe the tennis match is going to be a best of one. So we'll see how this goes. We have our players ready, cinematic playing, and see how it is. All right, Zach and Ari going up. Let's see who's serving right now. Ari's the server. Gonna be passing it over to Zach. Let's see if he catches it. Going right over to Ari and a double bounce, getting Zach the first point in the match.
I was going for a frontline kind of situation, but I wasn't.
Put a bit of spin on that, making it go way past Ari.
Okay.
Ari once again serving it to Zach. Hopefully the same thing doesn't happen as the previous. Catching it right before it hits the ground. Zach going out, giving Ari the next point in the match.
Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up.
Seems like Zach got a bit too excited there. Tried to defend with a bit too much power. Ari once again serving up to Zach. Zach running up to try and get it, and getting... Wow! Ari trying to head it back to Zach, but yet a bit too shallow of a hit. Landing before the net and giving Zach the next point in the match. 30-15 right now. Ball going up. Both players going back and forth really well. Up into the air with Zach. Ari hitting a bit early. Going out of bounds, giving Zach the next 10 points. 40-15 is the score right now. It's match point for Zach. Is Ari able to come back with this?
I never said you were making excuses.
Zach shoots it out, giving Ari another 15 points. This could become a tied game.
It's touching. That's volleyball.
If Ari just plays a bit more defensively with a ton of strategy, she might be able to take out Zach right here. But Zach wants to fight for this win. He wants to prove that he is the champion from Woohoo. But giving Ari another 10 points, making it match point for both players. Whoever hits the next point wins.
Oh, no, it's a 2-point lead required.
Now really... Out of bounds. Zach now winning the first. Zach being given the advantage. It's win by 2 from what I'm told by my producers. I did not know that. Being slapped. The ball being hit back and forth. Ari trying to get that advantage to get back onto where Zach is, but hitting it out of bounds, giving Zach the win for this. And that seems like our underdog story can't be happening yet. Zach is back with another point, leaving the total score for this match 3-1. All right, we're getting our post-game interview coming up right now with Zach. Zach, are you with me? Seems like he's having a bit of troubles going around the studio.
I'm with you, Cole.
You're with me right now. All right, so going into tennis, how did you feel?
Tennis isn't my forte of a game, and there was a couple of misplays in there, but going into it, as usual, I'm going in with a high head and doing what I can.
Great. So when you kept hitting it out of bounds, were you just getting a bit too anxious, or were you just getting really excited?
Tennis is a game of angles, and there was a couple of times where I'm trying to deviate the ball in comparison to where Ari's defending, and a couple of those times I just went a little bit too far.
Okay, awesome. How did you feel about how Ari performed? Do you think she did well for the world champion?
There was a number of shots that they sent my way that I had difficulties defending against, and came pretty close to the wire at the end there. By the end of it, there was a couple of shots that they swung rather early, and as a result, I managed to rack up a few points.
That's great. Well, Woohoo champion, I hope to see you in the next game. Play fair.
Thank you.
All right, going into our next game of badminton, similar to tennis, but just on a table, basically. Letting the... Never mind, not on the table, I was told by the producers. With badminton, you don't get a second bounce. If it hits where it lands, then you get the point. So the opposing player who gets hit the birdie will want to smack it back at the server to try and win. I'm explaining this very poorly, but I'm trying to do it the best I can. All right, match is starting, so let's get into it. Seems like Ari is serving right now, hitting it over to Zach. Ooh, Zach almost missing that birdie right there, launching it over to Ari. Really a real back and forth game right now going in to badminton. Both of these players really having their eye on the birdie. Zach slamming it over towards Ari, getting the first point in this first to 5 match. All right, hitting it back and forth, getting really aggressive with these swings here by Zach. I heard earlier he was training his arm before this with a big pole that he found in our studio. And it seems to be really paying off, other than the racket being a bit too light for him. Falling over and giving Ari the point. It's 1-1 right now.
Face plant for no reason.
Zach once again hitting way exceptionally too hard. Really trying to toss up Ari on this. Seems like Zach, never mind. Zach wasn't learning from his mistakes and still hits way too hard. Ari's just tossing it up in the air. Ooh! But Zach did find an opening to get it onto Ari's side of the field, bringing the score up to 2-1. Zach finally getting to serve, throwing it up in the air towards Ari. Almost missing that one right there. Ari trying to mix up Zach, doing the same strategy that he was doing beforehand. When really badminton is just a game of...
These CPUs are so much worse than these games.
Really, it's a really... Ooh, Zach trying to hit a powerful hit onto Ari, but Ari's able to deflect it back at him. Keeping this match going on for way longer than it should at this point.
Badminton gets intense.
If this match doesn't end soon, we may have a longer show than we intended, folks. They are really going at it right now. Zach hitting another point onto Ari, getting enough of it and fed up with how she's been playing. I can see why now he's getting so aggressive towards the birdie. Oh, serving it and getting it right on Ari. Not paying attention. That's a dirty move.
Shit. Okay.
Match point for Zach. Is Ari able to bring this back? She might be able to. Zach really seems to have his eye on the ball, though. The birdie. Wow.
I literally backhanded it.
Ari not hitting the birdie and letting Zach get the win on the first round for badminton. Our final round of badminton. We'll be having an interview with the winner coming up here soon. It seems like the Woohoo champion really stepped up his game since the last tournament that he was in, and the world champion's been slacking for most part, from what I can see. Anyways, we have our badminton champion here with us right now. Zach?
Hello, Cole.
What happened?
Well, I have to admit, that was probably the most intense game that we've had so far. It was a lot more back and forth than any of the other games. I did end up getting quite the lead in terms of points, but dear God, did those rounds last a long time.
Yes, they did. Playing real aggressive while Ari was trying to play more defense. I do feel like you really did have a good strain, you had a good strain of hits going on right there.
We had quite the rally, and as you were saying, Ari was playing more defensively, and I was trying to capitalize. There was a lot of lobs coming my way, and so I kept managing to get some smashes in. But
with that that free point, or basically free point that you got when you served it up to her and she didn't hit it. Was that intentional?
Well, we were rallying back and forth. We jumped to the next game. The ref called go, and so I went. But
All right, so unintentional.
Sure.
Great to hear. Will we see you playing more badminton in the future?
I personally love badminton. I'd love to get back on the court in the future. Anytime soon. I might need a breather after that one, but we'll. I'll certainly be playing the game again.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, heading into our next game of basketball. Both of these players, I don't believe, have played basketball in their previous tournaments, but we'll see how they do today. I believe. Oh no, I believe Zach played basketball in his previous tournament and was pretty good, from what I know. The Woohoo champion, of course. All right. Players getting ready and set up for this next match.
Can I hear us? I don't know how much, because in the past we haven't had to. I'm okay if it is. I think you know how I feel.
I think it's just God, my hair's pink. Why isn't my beard pink?
Your beard is blonde.
All right, basketball. Zach already stealing the ball from Ari immediately. Holy. He is really... Wow. So in this mode, I believe it works a bit differently from Wii Sports Resort, where you have more movement in the actual field. Where in the Resort game mode beforehand, you were just able to move forwards and backwards and jump up. It seems like you have more control over where you are able to shoot and where you're able to move and steal the ball from. With a teammate as well being autopiloted towards wherever the ball is, it makes it a bit more difficult to try and get closer to the net, so three-pointers might be the play here. Seems like the AI is doing a lot of hard work here going in. Ari, Zach passing the ball right to Ari, not sure what to do. Let's see, Zach gonna try and steal the ball from Abe, the AI. Ari's gonna get the shot. Try and line up a three-point going in. Misses the net.
This game sucks.
Ari trying to steal the ball from the AI, but the AI going over to Zach is able to... Ari passes the ball right to the AI, not looking apparently, with Zach and Ari right up here. Zach could move around trying to get around Ari and going in. He shoots. He gets the first point. The point now being 2-0. The AI getting a bit. Ari traveling.
Did you not see me just
Jump to immediate.
Zach playing a real good defense here, not letting Ari get a single point in. But the AI does pass the ball straight to Ari. Going up. Ari can move around the AI and try and get a three-point here, or they could go over to the net and try and slam it in. Seems like they made their mind and getting the point in. The match point now being 2-2. Zach could move around, or he could try to pass it. Nope. Passing it to his teammate. It will be a bit too risky here. Shooting it, getting it in. Match point now being 4-2.
For my teammates.
I thought it was for me, honestly.
Yeah.
Now it seems like both players understand how basketball works in this game mode, and in this game. Being passed over to Ari, shooting it, hitting the rim of the net and bouncing out.
Why didn't it bounce in?
The AI passing it back to Zach. Is he going to move around, or is he going to try and shoot it from here? Holding the ball for a bit too long. He's traveling. The AI jumped and predicted right when he was going to shoot. Scared him.
We're trying so hard.
Zach stealing
I
the
don't
ball
go
back,
against each
hoping to get one more shot in before Ari can steal it back and do the same. He goes up to the net, he shoots! He makes it in, match point being 6-2.
Did you see that?
Zach to Ari.
Nothing happened.
What does it even matter?
All right, we have Zach winning basketball. But sadly for now, no post-game interview. We're going to be throwing to break. We'll see you after the ads. All right, welcome back, folks. From the break, we have an interview with Zach, our winner of basketball. Zach, how do you feel that went?
I think that went great. We had a couple of technical difficulties, but beyond that, I think it was a good game, and it worked out for me at least.
Technical difficulties? With what?
Well, there certainly seems to have been a number of actions that didn't particularly go through, but at the end, it's the results that matter.
That's right. That's correct. So, with the AI teammate you had, how do you think that hindered you in what you were able to do on the court there?
I think my teammate held me back quite a bit, but there was I was able to make the most of the situation and pull through.
That's great. They're calling you the LeBron of Wii Sports. Is that are you willing to take that title?
I do not condone these titles that are being handed out to me in concern of controversy, but I will. People will say what they like, I suppose.
All right. So the next game we have is bowling, and I remember back in the Woohoo Island, you were a bowling champion. I remember that famous line you said, "Who do you think you are? I am." Where did that come from?
I do love me some bowling, Cole, but I will admit that the bowling alleys here at Nintendo Sports are a little different than what I'm used to, and so I'm not quite on my game, but we'll see what we can pull through here.
All right. Well, hoping you're able to get 5 strikes in a row. Anyways, let's go on to the next game. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cole.
We're going on to bowling here. No specialties, just standard straight bowling. Both players have been able to play this beforehand, so they should be warmed up for this. Not sure how many games they're going to be playing, but 10 ends from what I'm hearing from my producer. But it seems like this match is to help try and get Ari the win, maybe. Speaking out of my head.
I'm doing that.
All right, with the brand new built Spocco Square
You don't like
bowling alley.
I guess LP for you. Just fire.
Ari throws the ball, hoping to get a strike, hits the middle pin, and gets all of them down right away. Wow.
Okay, yeah, no, I think I understand.
Thanks. Literally just the button to press, though. I was like, which one? All right. Onwards.
Zach, our bowling champion, going in. Using the same strat he used back on Woohoo Island. Let's see if it works here. It does, getting him a strike immediately.
Wow. Good job.
Good start.
Good start. We're so good at this.
Let's see if they can keep this energy and keep this gameplay throughout the entire event.
I'm not gonna.
Going up. Hoping to get another strike here. She could use the same tactics that Zach just used, or use the same shot that she did. Let's see what she goes with.
I did the Wii Sports Bowl.
Yeah, it wants you to let go.
She goes in, she hits the middle pin again, leaving one up, getting her 9 pins.
Oh, right.
Just trying to get that 1 pin down. Let's see if she can hit it. Gutter ball right at the end in. Yikes. Only getting 9 points in that round. Zach gonna be doing the same strat again, trying to go for another strike.
Am I in?
No. TV screen, maybe.
Hitting right dead center again, getting him another strike, doubling his points from before.
Do you think if I crash out, that'd be good TV? Should I do that?
Mics are hot, mics are hot.
Ari once again going with the same strat, not releasing the ball, holding on to it. Seems like her hands are covered in super glue, not wanting to let go of the ball.
Just jump behind you. Just reset you. I don't know. I don't know.
What was that?
Just go again.
What is happening?
Ari doesn't want to let go of the ball. I believe she feels very maternal for it, like a child.
Just go too hard.
There we go, letting go of the ball, getting 1 pin.
that?
The 1 pin she needed to knock over in the last round. She held a vengeance toward that.
What is happening?
Throwing the bowling ball again, getting a spare on her second throw.
It was doing that to me earlier too.
See, before I was kind of joking. But like, really?
Now Zach, you're going to be going with the
was.
same strategy as beforehand. Seems to be getting him strike after strike. He just got his points tripled from that.
Guys, I can't do this.
So there's no doubt in my mind right now that Zach is taking home the win. Ari struggling a bit here, but she still does have a chance to come up.
I'm overstimulated.
Going with the same throw again. I don't know why she keeps doing this, or maybe she's doing it for a good reason. She just got a strike.
Whatever. Nothing matters. This means nothing. I'm telling you that.
Zach going up, going to be using the same strat as beforehand.
This is not your fault.
Now, what I would love to see from Zach is for him to switch it up, which he'll have to do from here on out, getting 8 pins.
That's split, that's split.
Now, let's see. Is he going to try and get 1 pin or try and get both in one swift movement? It seems like he's going to try and knock one into the other. Let's see how this goes.
I'm frightened.
Throwing it, going down, and he's got one. One remains,
Move, though. That was good.
giving Ari a chance to fight back. If she's able to get strikes from here on out, she wins.
Who knows if I'm able to do it?
Giving a good toss, going right towards
The other way.
those 3 pins, 5 pins over there, knocking the ones behind the first 5 down. If she just hits these, she'll be able to get...
Now it's curving. I don't know what it is.
She's curving the bowling ball for some reason. I'm not too sure why. She would have had a direct shot
I know.
I was going.
at the center. Zach doing the same strategy again. If it's not broke,
Nice strike.
don't fix it.
Makes sense. That's how I feel also.
I have no words here, folks.
This is like if an athlete got controversial for doing drugs, except I'm not even doing the drugs, so it's not even fun.
I'm baffled here. Zach is just getting strike after strike after strike, except for the past one round. Wow, never mind, I have cursed him. He has 9 pins down. Is he able to hit this last one, or is it just going to be... Is he just going to try and maintain his points here? He's going to hit it down and get a spare.
Good spare, good spare.
From how I can see it right now, Zach is taking home the win. I'm not sure what Ari's doing. From her perspective, she just seems... from my perspective, she seems just to be doing the same shots. But from her perspective, it could be she has a secret technique. Going right down the middle, trying to hit the center pin, hopefully getting a strike here.
It's still curving right.
Hitting 8 pins down, leaving 2 right next to each other. Now she could send it right down the middle of those 2 pins and hit both of them and get a spare. But it seems like she's going off to the left of it. Curving and hitting both of those pins, getting a spare. Split conversion. Not sure if that gets her more points, but it does look cool. Alright, we have 4 more innings. Let's see. Zach throwing it down the middle, getting another strike. Now this is why, here folks, this is why he was the champion on Woohoo Island for bowling. He fought his way hard, and he got to the final game. Ari once again doing the same strat as beforehand, not putting any tilt. Curving way off to the right, leaving her with 3 pins. Pretty easy to hit. Just going for the middle one, should get her another spare.
Spare.
Landing her a spare.
I'm saying.
Alright, after Zach, we have 2 more innings. Zach doing the same strat. So, ends. I've been told I've been using the wrong word. It's ends. We have 2 more ends after this. Zach getting once again another strike. Doubling his points from beforehand. Already giving it a toss. It curves. Ooh. Right down, knocking down 7 pins. Good thing 2 of them, or one of them, is right in front of the other, so she could send it right down the middle and get all 3 of them, but we'll have to see. Finally rotating her character once throughout this entire game. Let's see if this proves
I did rotate
to be useful. Ooh,
over 3 there.
Leaving 1 pin. Standing up.
That's so broken. It definitely would have hit that one if this was real life.
Same strategy here from Zach. Having it curved, knocking down, giving him another strike. Turkey tripling his points from beforehand. I can't see a world where Ari is able to come up from this, even though being the underdog as the world champion.
I'm more angry than Shane, really.
This is our last end. Can Ari at least redeem herself and get a strike here? Throwing it dead down the middle. It's going to curve a bit, hitting the right side, leaving her with 3 pins. Even a spare right now would suffice for the fans back home. Giving it a good throw. It's going to miss.
See how I spun to the left that time? And it still went to the right?
All right, we have our bowling champion going up. Hoping to see 1 more strike. Giving a good throw. Going right down the middle, giving him another strike, a 4-bagger. This will quadruple his points that he had currently. from what I believe.
Big bowling person. Go on. Just get 3. Really put me in the ground.
Throwing it once again, getting...
Okay.
Oh! Leaving one pin standing up. He still has a chance to get a spare here. Rotating ever so slightly. Giving it a good throw, hitting the pin direct. Getting him a spare. Now let's see. Now, before our interview, I would like to say Zach is our champion of Spocco Square Invitational, winning 6-2. I can't believe this. I was really hoping for an underdog story coming up here from Ari. We're getting our interview. We're getting our losers interview right now from Ari. Ari, are you with me?
Hi, Cole. Yes, I am. You can't. There we go.
I can't see.
Hi.
There we go. Hi there.
Hi, Cole.
So you went into this with such confidence. Were you prepared to lose?
Well, I think in this kind of industry, you're always prepared to lose, at least a little bit. I will say I'm disappointed in my own defeat today. But, you know, you got to keep going. And I might have some qualms with the operational aspects of today, but that's nothing against Zach and his victory.
I did hear some discussion on the field about a faulty equipment.
Yeah, you know, there's some times when you play these kinds of games and you swing how you have your whole life, and it doesn't quite go the way you want. And I can't really say whose fault that is, but I'll take my loss gracefully, and I respect Zach as my competitor.
All right. Do you have anything to say for the fans back home?
Some might describe this as a fall from grace, but if anything, this will give me a chance to soar higher in the future. So if you could keep believing in me, I'll keep coming back.
That's some great inspiration right there. Thank you so much, Ari, for coming to the Spocco Square Invitational.
Thank you, Cole.
No problem. All right, that was our interview from our losers, and here we have the winner of the Spocco Square Invitational and the winner of Woohoo Island Invitational. We have Zach. How do you feel?
I feel great, Cole. Again, great. So a lot of great matches through a lot of interesting games. Despite my win for that last game, I can't say that it went exactly the way that I wanted it to. I don't know if there was issue with any of the material. I don't know if there was a nick in the ball, but it certainly seemed like there was a lot more of neck and neck at the start, and then at some point everything dropped off.
I did see that. I did notice that. Is there anything that you're gonna do after? Are you gonna celebrate after you won? What's the plan from here on out?
First off, I would like to say a word to all those that doubted me. Anyone who said that I didn't deserve my Woohoo Invitational Championship. It just goes to show that that first World Championship in Wii Sports was the exception and not the rule. There will be celebration after this.
That's great. Will we see you at our next Invitational, or do you think you're retiring after this?
I mean, I was on vacation before this, and it still turned out to a victory. So I think I'm going to go on another vacation, maybe even longer this time, and you'll see me again.
That's great. That's awesome to hear. And do you have any message for the fans back home?
Kids, keep your wrist straps on.
We don't need more broken TVs. That's great. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Zach. And congratulations on winning the Spocco Square Invitational.
Thanks so much, Cole.
No problem. Anyways, folks, that was the Spocco Square Invitational. We had a great match, and we had a great tournament going up. We had two very good competitors, very competitive, very exciting. I really hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much. Have a good day.